I undecided whether or not I was going to go live today, but hey ho, I'm here. So yeah, as the title suggests, it's another hot bank holiday Monday. If you can hear the noise in the background, I've got the fan on, I've got the patio doors open, I've got the windows open, just me trying to keep cool, basically. So we've not got nobody watching at the moment. There is quite a few channels that are alive. So, I'll see how it goes. If nobody comes in, then I shall shut it down. Simple as. So, yeah. As like I did a baking vlog yesterday. We had it for our pudding after a Sunday lunch. Very enjoyable, I must say. So yeah, so we enjoyed it. So we've got the one. Hiya, Johnny. How are you? Are you? Well, that's one way of cooling down. Same as I say, I've got patio doors open. I've got all the windows open. I've got the fan going. If you can hear the rattling in the background, it's the fan. Pixies were up at 4 o'clock this morning. They've gone to Flamborough because they wanted to go droning round the lighthouse. That's near Bridlington. I weren't sure where it were until I googled it. So it's not far from Bridlington. So it's like an hour and 47 minutes there and an hour and 47 minutes back. He sent me a text message at 10:15 saying that they're on the way back. But then about 11 o'clock, he rang me and he says it's gridlocked. So I'm expecting him when I'm expecting him, if you know what I mean. Well, you see, when it's like this, Johnny, I've got such a sensitive skin that, I just burn to a crisp. So as much as possible, I try to, I stop to Ava. We see, I've never been. And Chris said to me yesterday, do you fancy coming with us? I says, not going up at that time in the morning, not on your Nelly. Going up at 4 o'clock just to go flying the drones and like nearly 2 hours there and 2 hours back. I says, no, thank you. I says, I'll have me lying, thank you very much. So yeah, same as I say, I had the chance to go, but I knew that I'd just be sat in car doing nothing and baking alive, so to speak. So, I decided, it's not for me. I'm not going up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going and sitting in a baking up car. Because obviously I'm not as mobile as what they are. So, oh, I've seen them. I think on Facebook. Don't you put them round your neck and there's one either side. I think I've seen them. So yeah, I might have to invest in. But you see, same as I say, it doesn't matter whether I wear factor 50 or 60. I still burn. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Johnny. Obviously with my disability, I can't walk very far. I'd basically, hiya Karate, how are you? Oh, Talk of the Devil is just ringing me. You will have to excuse me. You're on speakerphone and I'm live.
Oh, hello, everybody.
We're just saying it's not a day to be stuck in car because I said you asked me if I wanted to go with you, and I said, one, I ain't getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and two, I'd just be sat in car in a baking hot car.
Oh, let's put it this way.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad I didn't have a shower this morning.
What temperature does it say in car?
29.
There you go. So
29 Celsius.
I assume you've dropped Steve off then.
Yeah, that shop wasn't open.
Oh, okie dokie.
So I ran out.
Right.
Got some spray gun footage.
Good, good. I've just been telling everybody, well, there were 5 in, but there's 4 in now. It's near Bridlington, and you were going filming a lighthouse, so
Flamborough Lighthouse.
yeah, so watch out for some nice footage from Mr. P.
Oh yes, definitely.
So I assume you've dropped Steve off then.
Yeah, I'm just down Harris Road now. So
Okie dokie, then I'll see you shortly.
I'll be about 10 minutes. Where's the time asking me to put a coffee on then?
Yeah. I've had to get my own. Right.
Oh, no,
Right.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
It says bye everybody. I don't know whether you heard that. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know why I'm waving, because he's on phone. So we're down to 3 now. Sorry about that. Same as I say, he did say once he dropped the other Steve off that he were going to give me a ring. So yeah, as you can guess, Karate, Mr. P isn't here. He is en route home. He not be long. So yeah, you know, it's you know, it is en route back home now. So what I'm going to do, I a CCTV user. Yeah, same as I was just saying, CCTV user before you came in. Pixie's gone to well, he's been to Flamborough, which is near Bridlington, obviously with a drone. He were up at 4 o'clock this morning, and he turned around to me and he says, "Where you coming with us?" He says, "It's near Bridlington, it'll be a day out for you." And I went, "One, not on your Nelly am I getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning." I says, "Just to sit in car with scorching heat, I'd be melted to a puddle." So basically he went, I forget what time he went this morning, but he got up at 4 o'clock. He messaged me about 10:15 saying that he was on his, on his way home. But the traffic were manic. Well, that's exactly what I said, CCTV user. One, because of my disability, I can't walk very far. They were going up to this lighthouse, which obviously we're all uphill going up, So basically, I'd just be stuck in a hot car all day. So I says, no, I says, I'll let you go. I says, we can always go another time. Sort of now you know roughly where you're going. So, I says to him, I says, probably when it's, hiya, Linda, how are you? Glad you could come in. As the title suggests, it's if you can hear it rattling in background, I've got fan going, I've got all windows open, I've got patio doors open. I'll just have a look what the temperature is. Well, taking into account that we're talking in centigrades, it's all right. It's 28, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I would imagine it's in 60s, 70s. So for the UK, that's quite warm. Hi, Roy, how are you? So yeah, it's for the UK, it's quite warm. So Mr. P's gone out with the drone. to a place called Flamborough, and they wanted to. There's a lighthouse there anyway. So yeah, but you see, one thing, you know, I've got very sensitive skin, Linda, so I can't go out much in the sun. If you know what I mean. It don't matter what factor. It don't matter what factor sunscreen I use. I burn to a crisp. So you know, it's a case of when it's this warm in the UK, I like to stay indoors. And same as I say, the place that Pixie's gone to is like a seaside town, but where they were going flying with the drones, it's like all uphill, and it meant I'd have to have sat in the car till they were done doing what they were doing, and I'd just be sat roasting in a hot car. So I thought, well, I may as well stay at home, know that I'm sort of, you know, some sort of, you know, I've got the windows open, I've got the patio doors open, I've got the fan on. Oh, that is, I mean, we think if it goes in 30, I mean, like, I think yesterday or day before, it was like 31, 32, and that was damn off here for the UK. So, I mean, 40 degrees. It's officially the hottest bank. I can believe that as well, CCTV user, because, same as I say, it always comes round to bank holiday. Well, I can imagine, you know, I mean, it's like we've got a garden, and then like out by the patio doors, we've got like a little bit of a patio. You know, but it's not big enough for a paddling pool or anything like that. I mean, you know, obviously Callum's a bit too old for a paddling pool. Oh, it's well, at least one of us has got the sunshine, Linda. It's glorious outside. You know, it's same as CCTV user says. It's you're getting in soon, are you, Johnny? Well, same as I say, I mean, the fact is, same as I say, we haven't actually got the room for a paddling pool, because see, our back garden slopes like that. So you won't be able to put like a paddling pool out on the back garden. There is a bit of a flat bit, but underneath it's got, we've got like, not pebbles, but like, I don't know what you call it. They're like bits of broken up, you know. Hey, we've got Ian in. He is actually back in Sheffield now, Ian. So I think he'll be home in about 10 minutes. But he did text me about 10:15 saying they were just walking back to the car and that, you know, blah, blah, blah. But the traffic were manic. So, yeah, and it's near Bridlington. So, Flamborough. I think that's how you cut Flam. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I know it's near Bridlington somewhere. So, you know, that's, oh, well, they were up at 4, Ian. Yeah, I know. I knew it were near Bridlington somewhere. So yeah. But I only said to him, this is the funny thing, I only said to him the other day, I've never been to Bridlington. I wouldn't mind going. And then when he knew we were going there, he turned around to me and he says, He come in with us. I went, 1, I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And 2, I'll just be, 2, I'll be sat in the car and I'll be roasting. You know what I mean? So I said, we'll have to go, another time. So basically that's what I said. So we're gonna, no, it probably, I mean, it really ain't morning here. So I mean, it will probably get mixed up. So I mean, it probably we're probably getting a bit mixed up with that one. So yeah, it is near Bridlington. I think it's an hour and 47 minutes. I think it said on, because I googled it, because it says have a look, see how long it's going to take us, and it were about an hour and 47 minutes. So it's sort of slightly longer than that to get to yours, obviously. So yeah, so he basically, it's all right. I'm just trying to get my thing back on, because I can actually watch it through YouTube now. So which is easier, because on the StreamYards there's like a lag. So hiya Goobit, how are you? But yeah, same as I say, I only said to him the other day I'd love to go to Bridlington, because that's one place I've never been, and then he decides to go there with a drone. But it wouldn't have been any fun for me, because I'd have just been sat in a hot car sweltering to death. So, I thought I was going to sneeze then. Same as I said, well, let's go another day when, I mean, it can always, same as I said, always take the drone with him, do a different location, we could always do that. So, but it wouldn't have been fair to me to meant leaving Callum on his own, like practically most of the day. But same as I say, I'm all right to say I've got if you can hear rattling sound, I've got fan going, and I've got patio doors wide open. I've got both windows open. So well, that, yeah. I mean, it did say, we'll have to come down again. And yeah, it'd love to go flying over that bridge. I mean, obviously, last time when we come down here, he hadn't got the drone then. But, same as I say, I mean, it's... we've got a couple of weeks yet till Callum start. I think it's 10th. I think he starts at college, because they did say the first day he ain't got to start till 12:30, and the first day is just like an induction, and it's only for 3 hours. So by 3:30 he'll be done. So because there were a bit of confusion with that, because when he first applied, they said it started on the 9th. So I don't know whether officially, that course starts on the 9th. But they gave him like this card, and on the back it says catering the course, and it says date the 10th. So So right, I just thought I heard a cut. Anyway, so we don't start on the 9th. It starts on the 10th. So so he's got like a couple of weeks yet till he starts back. So so yeah, so we'll have to sort something out. And I don't know whether it's hay fever or what it is, but my nose itches like mad, and I've got sniffles, which I've had quite a bit. So same as I say, my idea of good bank holidays, you know, just chilling out. You know, when it's like this, same as I say, no matter what factor sunscreen I put on, I burn to a crisp, and I do catch the sun very, very easily. So I have to be very careful. I don't even go out in the garden for too long. So, but I mean, I think they were like a summer face type of thing on the park that's just down the road. But there again, same as I said to Chris, I says it means like, you know, walking about, and I've had a lot of trouble with my knee just lately, and I've been like Hopalong Cassidy. So so you know, I like to obviously do things that don't involve a lot of walking. So but you see, even when we go shopping, I use one of the light buggies, otherwise I won't get round, Asda. So so yeah, but you do what you got to do, and any way you can, you know, get round or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to blow it out. So so yeah, I'm expecting him back any minute. So I mean, what time? It must have been about 20 past when he rang me. So it's not all that far. It weren't all that far away, depending what the traffic's like. So so yeah, so we should be home shortly. So he'll probably be having a kip a bit later on. I did want to film a. Oh, is that rugby, Ian, that you're talking about? I think it's rugby, isn't it? So yeah, same as I say. I mean, the yeah, I thought it were. Same as I say. I mean, in the park. I mean, the park's walking distance from here. I think like I don't know I don't know exactly what it is. I'll have to have a look. I'm sorry. Sheffield Fair. So that's today. National Emergency Services Museum, Old Police Fire Station, Westport, Sheffield. It's lots of fun activities, and it looks like they're doing, I don't know, dancing and whatever. So yeah, it's just called the Sheffield Fair. So that's what's going off in the local park. Same as I say, hi at Essex, how are you? I've briefly spoke to Bella on the messenger, and you know, kids is running a ragged, and you know, I think I don't know when they start back to school, but she'll be back home soon in the next few weeks. Essex, you're friend of Dennis's, aren't you? If I remember rightly, I think you're a friend of Dennis's. So yeah, I think Chris is back now. So hi Kate, how are you? Is this weather suiting you? Same as I say, Chris has been to Flamborough this morning, flying the drone, which is near Bridlington. He did want to know if I wanted to come with him, but he were up at 4 o'clock, and I says, well, I ain't going up at 4 o'clock. I says, plus I'll be stuck in the car, and can you imagine me stuck in the car in this weather? So you all right, my dear?
Hello.
Well, you will get up at stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but wait till you see it.
So we've had Johnny's filling his paddling pool up.
You don't get over my head if it's cold water.
He says he's been hosing himself down.
Oh, dear me. Here's a sticky outside one.
Yeah, right. Hi, a little bee. How are you? He says I'm so tired after. Yeah, I saw the post on Facebook where you didn't get in till Ian about 8.
DJ?
Yeah, 8. You told him you were going to Brighton.
Oh, Brighton. Oh, Bridlington. Sorry, my bad.
He says I spoke to him this morning.
Yeah, it says you're either getting up late or you've got to, you know, don't worry, you're either going to bed late or you've just got in.
Probably going to bed late.
Just got in.
Yeah. Yeah, same as I say, it says about 28, I think, on my
31 it's shutting car. I'm coming into Sheffield.
Oh. So yeah, I mean, I've got both patio doors open. I've got windows open. If you can hear the thing, I've got this fan on, you know. It's Brighton and Mission away, though he can't be going. Yeah, I thought he couldn't be going there. So uh-oh. Well, that's it. I mean, he messaged me about 10:15. He sent me a text message, and he says, just having a fag, and then we're on his way back. But then about 11 o'clock, he rang me, and he said the traffic were gridlocked, and I says this were going out of Bridlington, not going in. And I says, well, you thought, you know, it'd have been, you know, all the way going in that it'd be gridlocked and not going out. So, but it says I've not moved, so I couldn't tell you if it's warm here. Well, that's it. I mean, you know, it's same as I say. There's a little bit of wind, but it's warm. Put it that way. His arm's still hurting you. It could be doing it. It could be with carrying that bag. It's in your muscle in your arm. Well, you see, we've just been on about that, Kate. I don't know when school starts back, but Callum officially starts college on the 10th, which is like...
Well, it could be the 9th.
It's too... Well, we don't know. Well, you see, when he went to enroll, they gave him this card. And it says on the back, your induction, course catering, date the 10th. At 12:30. So, but they did say the first day is only like 3 hours, and then the next day it's a bit longer. So, but first day is there at 12:30, and it does say the 10th. So I'm not exactly sure when the schools start back here. I don't know. I think it's 9th. I think. I'm not sure.
School's out, books out.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. We'll have storms now with Mr. P singing.
I'll start singing up while they, because I'm bloody need.
But yeah, you know, and then Nari's left school. It's I'm sure it's the 9th our kids start back to school. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that. You see, this, I'm going to have to give them a ring because initially they said the 9th, but on that card that they gave him for his induction, it said that it says the 10th. So, you know, but on the letter it says the 9th, the letter that he got. So does he start on the 9th? Does he start on the 10th? But that it you know, I think they have to have is it a 3-day induction?
Yeah. 3-day induction.
Yeah, so pardon?
3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours
each day.
Yeah.
Then start proper the following week.
Yeah. So if you heard that, it's like got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's like a 3-day induction. And then when he starts back on the Monday, that's when he gets his timetable, you know, the times and whatever. So yeah, so he's really looking forward to that. Sem's Reef said it's a new chapter in his life. They did tell us initially it's only like a year's course, but it sort of once he's done that first year, it gives them the option to go to the next level and, you know, do another year, and then they go to the next level. So I think all in all, it's about 3 years. Yeah, he were over at Moon with his results, Kate. He did better than what he anticipated. I don't think he thought he were going to do very well, but all in all, I mean, to say that he's got learning difficulties, I mean, the exam results were brilliant. You know, we were over at Moon, and I don't think he'd anticipated getting the results that he did. But, you know, but what did they say? Something about English and... Anyway.
He's got to do, because he's already got to have level 4.
Yeah, he's got
level 4 in English and maths.
Yeah.
So he's got level 3 in English and maths.
Yeah.
They like you to take it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Until
you reach level 4.
So some kids might never reach it, but
yeah,
they say they might just be a few points off.
Yeah.
Car up there now.
Cool. So Rat is just showing me a picture that he took on the way down. The sun's setting.
No, rising.
Oh, well,
setting.
Yeah. Oh, I want. All right, then stop splitting hairs.
There's left there for your coffee.
Have I?
Well, man.
So yeah, that was a picture of the sun rising. sun rising when they were on the way down this morning. So yeah. I mean, no doubt he'll want to use the laptop a bit later on to put the footage up. So oh, okay then, Tony. Hello, Tony, by the way.
Hello, Tony.
It's all right. He's just going to get his lunch, he says. So
I'll have some chips.
Hey? He says, always a pleasure. He says, I'll be back just getting my lunch. Did you make some sandwiches? Hey? So yeah, he made some lunch and well, he made some sandwiches. Let's just say. Did you do a flask or did you just take your juice?
I took the juice because I know we had some other car ride in the
It's okay, Tony. I've just give Tony a blue wrench. I mean, it comes in regular, and you know we know him, we trust him. So Tony.
There's a right dodgy dude.
So same as I say. I mean, you get people coming in and asking for blue wrenches. Now, this is what I always say: if you're a regular. Never ask me for a wrench or you won't be given one. But if you're a regular, if we get to know you, you know, and we trust you, then I'll give you a blue wrench. So, you know, it's a case of Tony's always a regular in here. So, same as I say, you know, same as I say, it's a case of one, I've got to trust you. 1, 2, you know, you come in quite often. You've been on my panels, so you know, with trust comes, you know, it's your responsibilities as one, keeping an eye on the chat, deleting any appropriate messages, getting rid of any trolls that come in. It's so same as I say. Anybody that knows me, Tony, knows that I don't just say things if I don't mean them. I mean them if I say them. If you get what I'm meaning, you know. So you know, that's it basically. I mean, you've become a trusted part of the community, you know, and.
It's not yet.
Did you do me a coffee?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Chris has just got back from, he's been to Flamborough. He's been with a drone. I could have gone with him, but it was up at 4 a.m. this morning. I went, no way, Jose, am I getting up at 4 o'clock? And 2, it's going to be a hot one, and all I'll be doing is be sat in the car roasting to death.
What are you looking for?
I will, Tony. I mean, same as I say, the funny thing is, a lot of the time I'm not getting notifications, and it's only if I happen to look on YouTube and somebody's live that I know that they're live, if you get what I'm meaning. I don't always get the notifications. Hiya, World of Mike.
Oh,
well. That's Mike is the chef that always comments on me. She says, Hi Jeanette, how's it going here? Hi Tony, nice to see you. Supporting Jeanette, she makes delicious cakes.
Does. I can vouch for that.
I mean, in the comment section, I actually got asked when you're opening your own cake shop. And I went, you see, the situation I'm in is that the fact is that I'm disabled and I get benefits. So, what's that? Sounded like a lorry or something. Oh, it is. It's a big, it's a skip lorry. It's all right. I hear clanking and banging and whatever. And
He cooked for his
no, because he's not parked up. There's a
Oh, it's a
black and hey up. It's going across grass. So I could hear clanking and whatever, and I thought that's a lorry of some sort. But it's a skip lorry. Me can back into any other car except the black one out there. It's all right, it's backing up. It's like turned round. It's like facing that way. Don't know where it's going. I think it's trying to manoeuvre somewhere.
Well, don't that tree there, then we can get some sunlight in.
I don't know where it's trying to go. It's all right. That's the level of excitement that we get round here. A big skip lorry backing up. Hey, up. I think he's trying to manoeuvre. Oh,
Is it crashed?
no, he's taking some
I bet it's
branches off at trees.
Yeah, he's knocking tree down. Yay!
Yeah, but the thing is, it all depends where he's going. Why can't he just drop it on main road?
Go into his fence. Don't skip in his fish pond.
Oh dear. So, as I was saying, that's the level of excitement we get around. We get excited when there's a skip lorry and we don't know where it's going. So, yeah. You'll have to go and have a look at front door, see where they're dropping it. It might even be him that's having it. So yeah. And be my birthday soon. Just reminding everybody. On the 22nd of September, so it not be long. So all donations gratefully accepted. Oh dear. Well, who delivers the skip on a bank holiday?
Oh.
Well, I know that, but it sounds like they're dropping it off now. Seems pretty close. It's all right. Chris has gone to the front door to see who's having the skip. Because it's not very often we have skips around here. We have had like one or two on the main road, but so
You've got next door's house.
yeah.
The other house is here.
Yeah. Ah.
It's took fence down after way so we can get it in.
Oh. So they've took fence down so they can get it on. Oh. I get you now.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it sounds really close, because it is. It's sort of next row over her houses from where we are. Well, you know what to do. What you did yesterday, you took your top off.
I know, but
You had to go topless.
I'm decided I don't want to run away from all women that's going to chase me.
Well, they'll not be chasing you because they'll have Zimmer frames. So, I mean, looking at that on camera, my neck and whatever ain't half red. I was going to say. And this is me. I am. When was last time I went out? Last week.
Did you open windows?
Callum has.
Did you open a door?
Hey?
Did you open one of these doors?
Yeah.
There you go.
I wondered what you were pertaining to then. No, Callum opened windows. And all I did were open that other patio door because Callum actually opened that patio door for me. So, but yeah, same as I say, it's a case of I only have to look at sun and it burns me to a crisp.
See that photograph got you?
Eh?
That photograph on the phone got you.
Well, you can't go to sleep because might be filming that other vlog in a bit. So yeah, the excitement's gone for now. They've dropped the.
Is it windy yet?
I mean, this will make you laugh. Well, it not make you laugh, but we were in bed the other night, and it were quite late, weren't it? And obviously it were warm, so we got the windows open, and all of a sudden we had bang, 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 bang. And Chris says, that sounded like a gun to me. You know, we're not sure what it is because sometimes we do hear fireworks going off, and it was
there were a load of motorbikes, weren't there?
Yeah.
And then next minute, bang, bang, bang.
You know, and we were sort of saying, oh, you know, that sounded like a gun. The next day he were looking in on the local news to see if there were anything that had gone off. He couldn't see anything. So don't know what it were.
Still definitely sounded like one.
Still haven't found out actually what were going off or whether there were anything going off.
Freaked out like that, though, do they?
Eh?
They don't report out like that, though, do they?
Yeah, but I mean it's
No, I know what you mean.
yeah, I mean
like that.
you know, I mean sometimes they do.
A frog at the crossroad and got killed.
But yeah.
And I meant a frog, not a Frenchman.
Oh dear. Same as I say, I don't know whether it's a fever, whether it's a summer cold or what it is, but I can't get shut of these snivels. I've not been sneezing or anything like that. It's just like constant nose running and, you know, having snivels. And it says we've got 7 watching, but nobody's chatting. So, same as I say, I'm wanting to film a vlog. It'd probably be a bit later.
Later. Tomorrow. When I've had a kid.
Tomorrow when you've had a kid?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sleeping for 24 hours now.
Yeah. I were like down here about 1:30 this morning, and I were doing thumbnails for like future baking vlogs. I've not been too bad, Kate.
Is that Miss Right?
No, it's other Kate.
Oh,
it's
sorry. Hello, Kate.
Mrs. Hazy Kate.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds mouthful, Mrs. Hazy Kate.
Hello, Hazy Kate.
Same as I say, since I had the cellulitis and then the allergic reaction, I've been a lot better than what I have. But then I don't know whether it's because of the warm weather or what it is, but I've had sniffles for about a week now, haven't I? And it's not it's not like a cold, but it's like a constantly runny nose or feeling like I've got a runny nose, but I've not been sneezing or anything like that, so I don't. Hey, did you just swear then?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I thought you said something else then.
No.
I thought he swore.
Hey?
I thought you swore.
No, not yet.
So apart from some, as I say, these sniffles, and it's more irritating than anything. She says, "Hi, Pixie."
Yeah, no.
It was like when I was filming, because the vlog I did yesterday, we had after it like dessert after a Sunday lunch, and Chris kept having to stop because I got this irritating itch on my nose, and all he kept hearing was because it was doing me nothing basically. You know, and he kept saying, "For God's sake, go and blow your nose." And I says, "It don't stop this like itchy nose if I blow my nose." I says, "It's just like an irritating, you know, like when like when you can feel a sneeze coming on and you get like a tingling up your nose and you can feel a sneeze coming on. It was more or less like that, but it was irritating, you know, and I kept going because it was driving me round twist. Hiya, Richard, how are you? So yeah, I mean, I have trouble with my sinuses, but I don't think it's that. So the only other thing is it's got to be hay fever. So it's a long time since Richard's come in.
I know what I've been hiding, lad. You can have his Aussie more, that's what it is.
And I keep getting asked the same question. Ian says his back internet's playing up. It's this warm weather. It makes everything go to pot. Yeah, I keep getting asked the same thing when I'm setting my own cake shop up. I says, well, I did contemplate it, like doing car boots and things like that. Because when you go to these car boots, you don't see a lot of people selling cakes, let's just say. He says, okie dokie, sun out, I'm usually at work. Oh yeah, it's bank holiday, isn't it? I'm forgetting it's bank holiday. To me, it's just a Monday. So yeah, I mean, Chris has just actually got back from, is it Flamborough? Mm-hmm. Which is near Bridlington. Right. Yeah, he told Ian it was near Brighton, but it's totally opposite. It's near Bridlington. And I says to him, you know, an hour and 47 minutes is a long way there and a long way back just to get some drone footage.
Yeah, but worth it.
Did you actually get the lighthouse then?
Oh,
yeah. Barbie and a beer coming up, get in. Oh dear. I can't say as I blame you, Richard. I mean, we've got a barbecue. And Chris only said other day, he says, we haven't had a barbecue this year. I went, well, it's... he says it's a day out and gets the wind in his hair. What hair? It just gets the Well, mind you wear your cap, don't you? I would just say it just gets the sun on your bald spot, but well, this were the, where did we go other day?
Wow.
I forgot where we went, and he forgot his hat. And all while he were in car, it were going like this, and he says, I says, for God's sake, I says, will you stop it? And he says, yeah, but I feel naked without my baseball cap. Baseball cap. Oh, he's just been to Iceland for some goodies. Oh.
What did you buy me, Richard?
I bet he's got some burgers and whatever, and so yeah, I mean, we were only saying the other day that we went to the barbecue this year, but the weather's been that hit and miss that if you plan for a barbecue, more or less, it's probably piddle it down.
Yeah.
And it's just a case of, you know, you have to seize the moment, so to speak. Can you hear this fan going, baby?
What?
Or you ain't got your headphones?
What?
I'm going to say, can you hear fan going? Oh,
Oh.
that's what I said. You're, but anyway, I'm not switching it off. even if you can hear the fan going, I ain't switching it off. I mean, funny thing is, I come down here because we went to bed early, because with Chris going up early, and it burgers, kebabs, and Fosters in any order. And it was that hot. I was just tossing and turning. My shoulder here were hurting me, and I thought, sod this, I'm going up. And I come down, and first thing I did was put fan on. So well, it can have the Fosters while he's cooking the burgers and the kebabs. So he can have all three, really. I mean, he can, while he's waiting for kebabs and burgers, he can down the Fosters. So but and funny thing is, you haven't had no beer, have you? You finished the
coffee.
I'm going to say he's finished the whiskey off, and
I'm going down Richards and having this.
Barry said you're welcome so long as you bring some lemon drizzle. I'm going to say, and it's not a full one because we've had some. What? What you flippy doing at? Oh, he says correct, won't be lighting up till 3-ish.
I'm sure I can get.
I'm going to say it's 2 o'clock now, so we'll be there shortly. Oh dear. But yeah, I says he'll probably say, well, you're welcome, but you've got to bring a lemon drizzle with you. We see, they always say that the highest point or the highest heat is about 12 o'clock and not to go out.
Yeah, well, just sat in a car.
So, but some as I say, it's like on days like this where I, you know, I don't venture out anywhere. Because same as Chris says, you know, I only have to look at sun and it burns me to a crisp. I mean, like that when we went to Keith's other week, because sort of I'm on the left hand side of the car. I mean, you can see how brown my arm is, yet the other one's white. So obviously that arm caught the sun. You know. And that we're only sort of driving down there. So it's a case of it don't matter why the factories, it burns me anyway. Yeah, I don't think they do that. I mean, even kids one is only like, I think 50's highest one you can get. We see, obviously, we didn't take into consideration that it was going to be warm that weekend we were down at Keith's. And same as I say, I hate not having any, you know, protection, so to speak. But so yeah, I mean, but it don't matter why the factories, it still burns me. Can you remember that day when they were fitting carpet? Oh no, it were hot. It hotter than this. No, I meant here when they were and basically when they came to do the other carpets sort of on the Friday, we came back to do this on the Monday, and most of the stuff were placed outside. So, you know, and I says, well, if it's raining, I don't know what I'm going to do. It looks like I'm sitting on stairs or something like that. And anyway, it were a red hot day, and so as I say, everything right there. I only sat out there for about 5-10 minutes, and I kept saying, can I come in yet? Because I'm roasting here. It were burning me to a crisp. So, but yeah, so they fitted one off first, then they did this off last. So basically, they bought me a chair and everything in, so I could actually sit indoors, because I was, same as I say, I was sat out there and I was burning to a crisp. So yeah, now I'm watching and only 8 thumbs up. Please don't forget to hit thumbs up. So yeah, same as I say, but this goes back to, I'm a redhead, ginger, nut, whatever you want to call it, and that's why I've got a sensitive skin. As the years progressed, I sort of, it went from ginger to brown, and you know, but the fact of the matter is, I mean, I've got like all freckles all over my arms, and you know, I ain't got as many freckles as oh, that one's a good one. Tell them that she's giving free cake away. Yeah, well, you can go and deliver. So same as I say, I've still got the freckles, but not as prominent as what the way. Hey, it says on my way. Wakey, it says on my way. And Richard's put drizzle. I think Richard would have liked that flan that I made yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as I was saying to Chris, one of his favourites, well, it is his favourite, is lemon drizzle. But he likes, you know, before that, one of his favourites were lemon meringue. He likes anything with lemon in. And how can I put it? It was very simple to make. I mean, it probably didn't look it, but it's just a biscuit base with condensed, and then the filling is condensed cream, condensed milk with cream and lemon juice, and that's it. You know what I mean? And it were. I can't think of a way to explain it. It were. I always got tank washing out. I really didn't think I'd decipher that one.
Tank washing out, I did that yesterday.
So yeah, you know, I mean, it's as you know, I mean, even in the thing it says, you know, it's so simple to make. It's just a biscuit base and, you know, some as I say, condensed milk and double cream, and you know, obviously juice from the lemons. Oh, and lemon zest, weren't it? Sounds like the. We see, the thing is, because it's been that nice these last couple of days, I'm all washed up, aren't I? I mean, the clothes washing.
Oh, yeah, clothes, yeah.
Because I've washed for like last 2 days and hung them out and got them dry. Well, you have. Darwin's at it now. I have to bring washing in or it will smell of smoke. Hiya, JDS, how are you?
Yes.
Yeah, a nubby.
Oh, yeah. You can't see me.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was like when I were on the phone to you, when you said bye, I'm going bye, and I'm waving, and I says, I don't know what I'm waving for because he can't see me. It's like a normal reaction when you're saying bye to somebody. You wave, don't you? So yeah, and some drone footage coming from Mr. P a bit later on. He's been. He's been at yes, Flamborough. I mean, JDS not no, because he's from New Zealand, isn't he? Oh. But it's a lighthouse and it's local-ish to us.
YouTube Flamborough Lighthouse, but after Jeanette Street.
Oh, don't you mean Google?
No,
oh. So yeah, so I think it wouldn't surprise me if he keeps saying, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Because this is the laptop that he does the editing on. Because he's got a laptop of his own, but it's like a Chromebook, and it's not got the capability or the storage, etc., to edit it with Filmora. So Filmora's actually on this laptop. So so I mean, like the short ones he tries to do on his phone or blah blah blah, but the ones that are a bit longer he tends to do on here. And like my baking vlogs he does on here. So yeah, and I hope that everyone is liking the new way that we're filming the baking vlogs. Same as we've said, it's cutting down on the time. One, I just introduce it to begin with, and then you more or less don't see me anymore, even though you hear my voice. But same as I said, it makes the emphasis on the on the baking, not on myself. Whereas before I were in nearly every shop, blah blah blah. People, you know, they're not interested in you. They're interested in what you're baking.
Unless you get it beat up or something. I'm interested in it.
But same as I said, you know, it takes. It's all right. I'm just putting some cream on my hands because they're a bit dry, and it takes the emphasis away from myself and puts the emphasis more on the baking. You know, the thing that I'm doing. So yeah, you know, and I've had a lot of positive comments saying it's a lot better way of filming. And it's like I get the ingredients out the way first, and you know, we go step by step on exactly the amount and exactly what the ingredients are that you're working with, and then on to the actual making of whatever you're making. So myself, I think it's a lot better, and I've had a lot of positive comments to that effect, that you know, it's a lot better filming it that way. So so I mean, you know, as anybody, obviously Wakey's been watching it, so what do you think of the new way of filming it? Is it better, or you know, some, as I say, kids screaming outside now. So yeah, you know, does everybody think it's, I mean, both myself and Chris think it's a lot better. One, it cuts the length of the vlog down, and it retains people's attention if it's a shorter vlog than it normally is. Like, instead of it like being 7 or 8 minutes long, it's only like less than 4 minutes, so it retains people's you know, attention more. And there's more chance of people watching the whole thing rather than switching off after about 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever, you know what I mean? And I think it's a better way you're interacting with YouTube, because, you know, it's some, as I say, it's not putting the emphasis on yourself, it's emphasizing on the you know, on the thing what you're making. What was that? Raspberry and custard cake, something is the one.
Yeah.
Raspberry and custard cake is the one that I'm doing next. I've got 1 or 2 planned. What was that other one? Ginger and treacle cake. I've done thumbnail for that. You see, this is what I do when I come down at like 1:30 in the morning. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to do that. I did the I'm thinking of making apple crumble cake. I did thumbnail for that. And this is what I do with my time when I'm sort of down here, and, you know, and nothing better to do, so to speak. I sort of plan ahead and do the thumbnails. So so that, you know, and I've got quite, oh, pardon me. I've got quite good at, I mean, Mr. P will tell you, I've got quite good at doing the baking. You want to see one I've done? I did this morning. It's about 1:30, sweetheart. Yeah. I did it a bit different, and I like to use like a lot of clip art, and it's like got like 2 chefs on it, a female chef and a man chef on either side, and that was for the apple crumble cake. And I put the picture of the apple crumble in the middle of the man and woman, because it were a man and woman chef, and it says what's cooking, but I covered the what's cooking up with a picture of the apple crumble cake. And then sort of across the top, I did the name of the cake. I did it in a different what do you call that? The lettering. I did that differently as well. So, and the one that I use is called Canva, but as everybody knows, I'm not all that technological, but it's a case of experimenting. I started off simple, And then the more confident you get, and the more you get used to this Canva, you experiment a little bit. You know, now I've got the gist of the ins and outs of it. You do tend to experiment a little bit with it, and that's what I've been doing. And this, for the apple crumble cake, is my way of experimenting even more. So look at you with big words. Oh dear. Well, you know as well as I do, how long have I been on YouTube? About over 2 years. And Chris keeps saying to me, we'll have to start learning editing. And the times he sat down with me and explained it to me, and I still don't get it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've got as far as I do the thumbnails for my own videos. I do, you know, like put the ingredients and everything in the description. The only thing that Chris does is actually edit the footage for me. Well, he films it. He films it on the Osmo. Well, that's probably it. And then I probably still won't get it. But you see, it's like Chris knows how to edit. He knows how to put the music in, because in certain parts he puts music in, you know, like to cover the noise of either the mixer or the food processor that I use. But he knows exactly where to put them in. I mean, even like he's explained to me that on the Osmo, when he films it, they're all numbered. And it's just a case of putting them in order, you know. So yeah, you know, I suppose it's like everything. You get the gist of it sooner or later. But I don't want to. It's all right, I've got itchy eyes now. I don't want to mess things up. And like, because obviously Chris films it on the Osmo, I don't want to mess all his hard work up when he knows what he's doing and I don't. If you can understand what I mean. I'd sooner him do it and do it right rather than me have a go and then mess it all up and have beginning at end and end at beginning. So yeah, I'm sure I will, Mr. P. It's same as I say. It's but it, you know, I mean, when we were talking about it once, Chris had said to me, just go on YouTube and watch like tutorials on it. You know, there's tutorials out there that explain sort of editing with Filmora. But it's how can I put it? It's all right. I mean, it's all right watching tutorials, but putting it into action, and you go to it and then you say, now what did he say? Or it's retaining that information. Hi, Isabella. Isabella says it's nearly midnight. It's 2:25 nearly here in the UK in the afternoon. Oh, that's probably the sun. Oh, going back to that, Mr. P. When I filmed the vlog yesterday, I'm talking not to you. People that have watched my vlog that I put up yesterday, I was sitting right at the back of the kitchen, and I says, I'm surprised nobody's asked me what you're doing right at the back of the kitchen. Well, normally I'd be sat in my chair near the countertop. But because it was sunny, when it set the Osmo up, we were getting like a glare from the window from the sun. So Chris says, you'll have to move back sort of into the where it's not sunny. So that's hence the reason why I was sat right at the back of the kitchen and not sat where I'm normally sat, because there was such strong glare, and even though we'd got a filter on the Osmo, it were coming up as it were bright because the sun were that strong. So that's hence the reason why I'm sat right at the back of the kitchen. And that sense, the reason why I said that is because Pixie's just is getting some black lines on some of the footage, and I think it's like when it's strong light. And we were tending, because I mean it's a case of trial and error really, because we found out that sometimes when I was doing the baking vlogs, if we had the kitchen light on, they were like black wavy lines. So we found out that by switching the kitchen light off, if there's enough light, not to put the light on, and then it goes back to normal. Yeah, and it's like the glare of the sun. Have you been in the paddling pool yet then, Johnny?
With you to paddling pool.
Well, I was just saying, I mean, Richard's been and watched me. When will video be up, Chris? That's Ian's asked.
Either tonight or tomorrow.
I've got to come off this laptop first, because same as I say, he's got, well, it's not a laptop, it's a Chromebook, isn't it? But it's not got a big enough memory to do the editing that it needs. So this laptop is the only one with the capabilities of it's taking his time, ain't it? Still in it all the way now, but lol, better not drop my phone. That's Johnny. Yeah, Chris is topless. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Tony. Did you want
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sugar. It's all right, I'm waiting for it to I've sent Tony a thing to invite him on the panel. Well, I not turned camera around, but he's flaked out on the sofa, phone in hand, topless, and he's been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So I have sent you an invitation, Tony. What's up? Do you want a cushion? Are you right?
No.
So he's got the live stream on his phone, but his phone in hand. But that's about it. keep checking this. So, because check see if Tony's. But same as I say, I can't fault you, Johnny. I mean, if we'd sort of got some decent garden, I think we'd be out there. And
I've got a city bucket.
I think only thing that you'd fit in bucket is your feet.
No, that'll do. Still paddling.
Now, Johnny's got 3 gardens. Can we have one?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have your garden, but you're doing gardening.
Oh, same as I say, patio's not big enough for a paddling pool. Our garden's on a slope like that. The only flat bit we've got is where the shed is, and then it's like they're not pebbles, are they? They're like rock. I don't know.
Gravel.
Yeah, not well, big gravel, if you know what I mean. So, and we've got like a little bit out the front, but that's sort of all paving slabs and shrubbery, if you know what I mean. Can you imagine, sweetheart, having a paddling pool and putting it out in shade of that tree? You'd have I'm going to say, you'd have everybody off the estate coming in, piling into paddling pool.
No.
Do you mind if we have a dip in your paddling pool?
Yeah, it costs me 20 quid. I'll have a gate here and I'll be dormant.
What?
I'll get you to be Mouser.
You
can't pay 20 quid. If you don't pay 20 quid, you're not coming in.
It says, Keena has her own garden. I have a 16-foot with an 8 by 6 foot caravan in back. And you can still park a bus in back garden.
You have the caravan?
Oh, dear. Some say these houses is big, but it's the gardens that, because they sort of, the houses is tiered, you know what I mean? We're like that. They've got a row of houses behind us.
Slope,
yeah, and then sort of there's a slope, and then there's our row of houses. And it's like that all round estate. Karate Joe says, oh no, you'll let him back in.
Not all Karate Joe.
Johnny says, we on end house, so have huge. That's the only, you know, when you're in end house, you tend to have like, you know what I mean, right surrounding you.
There's not much privacy in back there,
No. Yeah, same as Chris says. The way these houses are situated, you don't get much privacy, because on our back garden there's another row of houses behind us. So it's like we tend to, because I ain't got no nets upstairs. We ain't got no net, so we tend to keep the curtains closed, because if they in their bedroom, they can see right into our bedroom. Pardon me. So and because you see, Callum's one of these, he don't give it. I mean, it was like I were in there washing some pots this morning, and he'd been in bath, and he come walking into the kitchen, you know, as naked as the day he were born. And Callum couldn't give a toss. You know, I mean, if it were left up to him, he'd walk about naked. You know what I mean? And the only problem is, with our kitchen, it faces their houses. So if there's anybody out, or if there's anybody in the bedroom, they'd see him start naked. Ian says, so Chris is always flashing his white bits. But yeah, you know, I think the reason behind Callum's openness is we've never. A lot of parents don't like the kids seeing them naked or whatever, but we've always been open in that respect. You know, Callum thinks nothing. Like, let's say I'm in bath and he'll come in and he'll use toilet, or he'll come in and use the wash basin because in the bathroom, you know what I mean? Oh, Tony's waiting. Sorry, Tony. I let him stew a little bit in waiting area.
I call it the golden room when I do it.
Yeah,
because I've been still asking when you're coming on my panels.
Oh, you see, the problem is, Tony, I never, because you see, you don't sort of, you just, you know, you don't, you ain't got a schedule of when you're going live and whatever.
Well, I might be going live about 6, 7 o'clock tonight.
Okie dokie. What day was Monday? Yeah.
That's
all right.
I did Monday last week. Sorry about that, guys, but it's a bit hot here.
It's a bit
I
hot.
had a lot of air conditioning out of the towel for this business.
I says to Chris that I've got fan going. I've got.
Oh, I don't have a fan. I'm not posh enough to have a fan.
Both windows open, both patio doors open, and I'm still roasting.
Yeah, I'm roasting. How's everybody in the chat today? Hello, Clotty Joe. Hello, Johnny 5. Hello, DJ Ian Entertainments. Hello, OK8. Fucking OK8.
Mr. P's flat out on the sofa.
Mr. Pixie.
Yeah, it's flat out. I think he's crashed and burned, Tony.
Oh no, you let him back in. Hey,
yeah. Well, same as I say, he were up at 4.
See?
Yeah. And I says, because he says to me, he says, we're going not far from Bridlington.
Right.
So he says, do you want to come with me? I says, 1, I ain't getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I says, and 2, it's going to be a scorcher. So,
yeah,
as you know, I can't walk very far. So I said, I'll be stuck in car, roasting in car.
Yeah.
So I says, no, I says, we'll go another day. When it's not so hot and, you know.
Yeah. It's not
I were only saying to him other day,
yeah,
that's one place I'd like to go is Bridlington. And I think
I've never been.
Bridlington's not all that far away.
No.
So
because when I was doing that panel and Nathan and the films were on, they said, isn't Jeanette coming in? I suppose she'll be back, but I said she's watching Corrie at the moment. And they still she's watching the soaps. So I expected after the soaps by 9 o'clock you're gonna come in, but obviously you fell asleep. So I said she fell asleep, she's out awesome, she's tired out, she's asleep.
Well, when it gets to about 9 o'clock, same as I say, if I lay down, it's kiss of death, because I know that once I lay down, that's it. I could be watching telly, and next minute I wake up about an hour later.
Yeah.
You know, when I've missed everything.
You see what I miss? What we missed is, I mean, you see awesome laughing. It's contagious.
So yeah.
Well,
I mean,
last week. The Snobby Splat pick home last Monday.
I mean, you've got to imagine, Tony. I'm going on a bit. I'm 57 now.
Get over with you.
I am. I'm 57.
Get over with you.
I'm nearly a pensioner.
They're over 40. It's me, I'm 50. Just been doing
I'm 57
I've got this thing to take them off my ears because I always go out.
Yes, I was born on the 22nd of September 1962.
62.
Yeah.
70s. Grew up in the 70s doing the dancing.
So yeah.
I'm actually been busy.
I've not been too bad. Some as I say, this heat kills me.
Yeah, it's not good to me either. We don't have. I was saying to a lot of people who've been in my panels and stuff over the last few weeks. I said we don't have air conditioning here. I think because we're in the UK, we have air conditioning. I said we don't have air conditioning. So all the air conditioning I get is mopping up with my towel. That's it. It's my air conditioning.
Our air conditioning is I've got windows open and I've got patio doors open.
Yeah, I've got both windows up. I've had to close the blinds because when it was that time when it was a heat wave, I couldn't have gone outside. It would have burnt.
Well, I'm same, Tony. Same as Christmas. I only have to look at sun and it burns me.
It's like a vampire burning, like evaporating because of the heat.
Ian says he's an 80s child.
Is he? Yeah, the 80s is why I'm doing classic films, Ian, because there's so many awesome films. I mean, what I did yesterday, I've got to finish off replying to my comments on my trailer. They're going to go up forever. I've got 75 likes on that now. But I've managed to put a few of the things I've done in playlists because of somebody else's live stream. And he was saying, I think it was Ozzy I was saying, you got a good channel, Golden Lecture, but I've only seen your playlist for your favourite videos. Where's your playlist for all the other things you've done? And when I've looked at everything I've done, because I've put my playlist now, I've done most of the live streams over the last couple of weeks. You know, I mean, it's only my third month this week. So I've only been on 3 months. And I've gone a lot faster than I thought I'd be because I've seen a few people on these panels when I've done panels. And I wanted, when I came back, I've been there before, family, that's one. And then Trevor Man was saying to me, no, you'll get more than that, mate. That's when I was actually filming. And then I was going, really? You only want to family by Christmas? I said, yeah, but I said, well, I know I'm not far from it, but I said, last time I got to 1,000 last time, I said I got more trolls than soft mate, and also I didn't get the trolls. I got other people supporting because obviously the content I was doing is pretty good, saying, "Oh, you're being paid to do shout-outs, you're being paid to do." But somebody else, I was in another stream today, and they said, "Well, people's choice whether they want to monetize and stuff like this." I said, "Yeah, but I still want to do. I don't know if I'm going to change my mind because I said I've got to get the watch hours first. I'll get the supporters like I got last time." But I said I think people think when you hit over 1,000, you made the big time, but you know you're not a big channel, are you? You're still a small channel.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hiya, Steve. How are you? It's like me, Tony. I mean, I only started my channel 2 years ago.
I can't believe it. I thought it was longer than that, you know.
And it was 2 years in July.
Yeah.
So just over 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I set myself a goal. The first goal I wanted was 1,000 subscribers.
I didn't even set myself that high, to be honest with you.
And the second goal was to get monetized, and I've done both.
Yeah, well, awesome to you. I'm not trying to dish people like yourself. What I'm saying is, it's their choice. It's like smart. I mean, I might just sound to get the watch hours. And watch hours is going to take me ages to get the watch hours. But even when I get the watch hours, I'll be thinking, well, my argument is, I mean, if I get up to the point where I've got enough to get monetization, you know what I mean, and I've gone a bit over than the number required. But I said to the thing is, I don't want people to pay to watch my content. I don't like this paying business. It's like this Patreon thing they keep talking about. You can get when you've got all this done. You get Patreon. And then I'm nothing against it. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't want to advertisements. Like I didn't know. I mean, I'm starting to listen off YouTube. I didn't know you watch the adverts and you get a bit of as part of it as well. But that's true. I don't. Time to tell people he's actually done monetizers and saying, well, to monetize. But it's like it's like beg to differ business because I said I don't ask people to pay to watch my content. Don't get people like Travis.
But you see, the thing is, Tony, and the same as I've always said, yeah, I'm monetized. Yeah, I can have super chat, but I never physically sit here and say, super chat me. It's the viewer's choice.
What's that? They pay you to talk to you?
No, it's the super chat. It's like in the chat now.
Yeah.
Like when Callum got his results the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy about that. How do you do?
It's better than what I thought. And CCTV users super chatted me £5, and he says treat Callum to something. Right. You see, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
it's like the what we call AdSense. It's the revenue from the ads. It's if people watch the advertisements before your vlogs or whatever.
for my
You
stream.
get a percentage for allowing them advertisements on your channel.
So it's like, like if I did it in a few months' time, they know I'm going to lecture movies, but like they're watching either before they've seen me film review, or they've seen something else I've done, or they've seen before I'm on a live stream, basically. Even though they know I'm live, they've seen it before they've.
It's the more views you get,
yeah,
as well, and obviously people like when Chris goes live or does a vlog, I always watch his advertisements. He always watches mine,
right?
Because by you allowing them advertisements,
yeah,
you're getting paid a percentage for allowing them advertisements on your channel.
Isn't it a very small percentage stuff?
Oh, it is, but it all adds up.
Yeah.
I mean, in my AdSense account now, I mean, I've already been paid once. When you get to the threshold of £60,
£60,
they pay it straight. I get it paid straight into my bank account.
Pay straight in your bank.
They pay it straight into my bank. When you set the AdSense up, you can either have it paid through PayPal or directly into your bank, or you can have a check.
Right.
Sorry, I'm interrupting. Steve says, "How are you today? I got sweating in some odd places today." I think we all like that, Steve. So yeah, I mean, it's
like me and Reviews and Histories UK. I'm a bit like that. I sweat for England. I'm telling you, I am a bit overweight, I have to admit, but I've also got health problems as well, which makes it even more difficult. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes I go out. If I do go out, I take a towel like this in my bag, and if I'm like, and I'm like, I'll just do this, put myself up. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I mean, we've like got wet wipes,
and
I tend to dab myself down with a wet wipe.
Wet wipes. You can't have your own wet wipes. You're like, can you be a bloody kid? You know what I mean? You'd be kidding in there.
But yeah, I mean, it to some people it's a bit complicated, Tony. But same as I say, even when people super chat you, obviously
I think in Linda's House of Children, I've been in supporting different channels. Is it like they talk to you and then they give you, because it's all in dollars, isn't it? It's like $1.
I think it's the bigger YouTubers that tend to charge you to go in and chat in there. I'd never do that.
Right.
I wouldn't actively charge people to come in and chat, if you know what I mean.
No, I won't do that either.
You know what I mean? I think it's immoral because, let's say these that have got 1 million subscribers, thinking that they whatever, and actually charging people. You know what I mean? If I went into a chat and they were asking me for so much to chat, I'd say, I'm going elsewhere.
Exactly, I won't do that. But I'm gonna have this argument until when they get to, because I'm still new. I've just gone over 300 hours, so I've got a long way to go yet. Like Travis said, I'll get to the 1,000 before I get to the hours. But even when I do, I mean, at the end of the day, I said to her, it's my decision what to do. But I said, I still don't feel it's like, if I've got to the stage where I'm doing all sorts of different content and there's more people coming. All of a sudden going, today I've waited, I forgot to tell you guys, updated, I'm now monitoring my channel. So by next week, it'll be all done. You know what I mean? So I get all done. And then you get people in support. I'm not bloody paying to go and see you and not your bloody channel.
Well, same as I said before, Tony.
You know what I mean?
If you look at the bottom of the chat, there's like a dollar sign.
I'm just have a look. I didn't notice.
Yeah. So if people want to give you a super chat, that's what that dollar sign's.
Right, that thing where it's above. I wonder what that was.
So that is basically
your support for Jeanette Pickley. All right, not being paid yet, Jeanette. You're gonna have to wait.
But what I'm saying is, Tony, I don't ask for people to give me super chat.
Yeah.
And I'd never would.
Yeah. But you see, I would, because you're a nice person. I've known you since last year, and I'm on my other channel. So I only do it to people I know a long time. You know what I mean? But I had this argument last time when I got to 1,000. I even got to watch hours last time before I went. And all the people who've obviously come across this again to this channel, because they've known from the last channel, saying, By the time I get to over 1,000, they'll be saying, "Have you thought about?" I'm going, "Oh, yeah, but what have you thought when you get there? You're gonna." And I go, "Look, who's that? Whose bloody channel is it?" Because I said to him, he said, "Look, I had Trevor saying on somebody else last year said, well, Tony, if they want to pay, you're not forcing them to pay. You're not twisting the back round the back, mate. They want to pay.
This is
I
it.
don't feel it's like because it's the way I've been brought up. I don't feel like people should pay."
Steve said some tubers do a Patreon page where if you pledge a set amount of money a month, then they do a private end of month stream for them where people can suggest improvement. Well, this is it, but it's like
I probably would have looked into that because again,
quite a few channels that I know have got a Patreon page.
Yeah,
like,
again,
you know what I mean.
I think Trevor said, "Well, you're going to be into. I've got a stand which I've got to put. You'll see it eventually. I've got a stand."
It don't to me. It don't. It obviously without fail they take that out every month.
Yeah.
It don't give people the option of pledging when they can or whatever amount they want. It's a set amount each month.
I think if it is like that, I would have I think there's something like where you can have people. It's like when you do gaming stuff. I know Badger Show does it, where he has so many patrons who pay so much a month to sponsor, like him basically.
Yeah.
So much a month. He's put them on to a certain thing. He's got join there where it's got a join at side. That's a new thing he started. And you join and you get like these are quite Nerd and Off does it. Nerd and Off. Nothing with Nerd and Off. I know because he's on. I think he's just hit over 4,000 supporters. And when I worked it out, we went down. I don't think the way they do it. I don't like the way they did it. It went down, and when I worked it out, to get all the things he's talking about, it's something like $60 a year, $60. I think $60 a year. That was it. But so much I want, but it soon mounts up. But if he's getting $60 off every single person, because they change the icons. The icons change it on his channel, and they have different icons, which he obviously has done. Or somebody else.
I know who you're talking about, and I was just about to get onto that same subject.
Well, I'm nothing against him. I mean,
to me, it's just to give. I mean, that Steve says he thinks it's a good idea, but to me, it's just another gimmick.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing. I've already made a decision now. When I had my last channel and I hit 250, just over 250, I did a competition where people won prizes. So instead of this time, I thought, no, let's do a bit more than last time. Just get over 1,000, then I'll do a competition. What I did before. And that's not people saying, oh, that's me, because I even paid the postage last time. So I'm doing the same thing again, because it's my payback to people who've got me over that threshold, you know what I mean? I don't mind doing things like that. But then somebody else was saying, well, it's hard to get your first 1,000, but after that, it gets easy. But I thought, well, some channels get, I mean, I was in the stream today, they've got, one of the channels who came in that stream, in less than 2 weeks, they've got another 1,000. Now, to me, probably before October, I might get to 1,000, yeah. But it's going to take me another few more months to get to 2,000. But like I said, I'd be quite happy what you've got so far, 1.5. That'd be ideal. I'd be really if I got that.
Yeah.
But Trevor, he says, "What you said? It's like social, but I find it hilarious." When I went to social last time, I hit just over 1K, and they were saying how much you get if a store on 5 years. And I couldn't stop laughing. So come on,
but you see, the thing is, same as I say, lately, both Chris and myself have found that it goes up, it goes down, it goes up.
Yeah,
it goes down, you know what I mean? And mine's been like that for weeks now. Yeah. You lose 4, you gain 4, you lose. You know what I mean? And it's been like
12,
that.
You might gain 20.
And I've heard a lot of people saying exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
YouTube's playing Sibburgers. I've lost a lot of subscribers, and then I've gained them back, and then you know what I mean. And I don't know whether it's YouTube or whether it's the algorithm or the analytics or what it is.
YouTube hold them back or something. They take away and then they hold them back for you. Then they take away and hold them back for you.
Some as I say, I don't know whether it's the algorithm or the analytics or what it is, but we've both been having the same thing. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's been like weeks now.
Last year, when I first met you last year, it would have been early last year, when I come across your channel by somebody else I recommended you. And I must admit, I mean, I've always been bell icon, click on, support this business. And 3 times last year, I had to go back to your channel, even though I was watching it, go back to your channel and we click the bell. And I was watching all the time. You know, I kept going back to your channel, watching it, and then watching some more content, and then coming back. And I thought, why are you on top of me for me? Because I'm always on my bloody channel. What are you doing, you stupid YouTube? It weren't me, it was YouTube.
Yeah. It's a case of, same as I was saying. I mean, I've got your thing, and I'm supposed to get notifications, but a lot of the time I don't.
I'm the same, you know. I think YouTube once. I don't think YouTube. I mean, they've been off and on for. Well, I keep saying, because people say, "Oh, you've had." The new ones keep saying to me, "You've only had this channel since March this year." I said, "Yeah, fair enough." I said, "I didn't start because some of them are like, can't believe you've only started uploading June. It was when I started." Right? I said, "Yeah, June." But I said, if I count all the other channels I've had, because they obviously don't on my other channels, because one's still there, but others have disappeared. I said, I've been off and on for more than 5 years. But
Yeah.
I've never did because I've had health issues where I've had to disappear off the planet, or soul hacking my thing again and disappear off the planet. And Ian Nathan says, yeah, when Ian Matthews is on the panel saying it was the way he says it, it's just funny with his accent. You were 1,000 under silver, I don't think he said it different, silver electro, and you'll have to get to 1,000 under this one. Oh, you'll understand this time. And I said, silver electro. And I says in the comments, I said, my name isn't Silver Electro. It's Silver Electro Collector. It used to be called that. He's just laughing his head off. But he thinks I'll definitely get all. I believe, and I'm thinking, well, you've got more confidence than me. But then you get Trevor on the stream because he's been a few pounds. He keeps saying, you keep putting yourself down, mate. You've got there a lot faster than last time because you must be on my old channel because it's not even 4 months yet and you're near there. I said, look,
But you've got to look at it this way, Tony. A lot of the people that supported you before have re-supported you, if you know what I mean.
That's what he likes about my channel. Because he said you must have been pressing that much that they've liked your stuff and they decided to come back. So I'm not forcing anybody to come to my channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some as I say,
doing stuff I like to do, like I want to do. If I do a stream tonight, I might do another classic film. I think the classic films are going down well. We've done 4. I thought I'd done more than that, but I've only done 4. But I've still look at on the content, like I said, and all I've done so far is a few film reviews, a lot of panels. I've done about 5 or 6 now, a few live streams, and a few other videos which are not to do with film reviews. But that's all I've done. I've not done gaming stuff yet. So obviously I've got a chance I might be increasing a bit when I start doing the gaming stuff. But it's like I said to all the people in Paris going, Tony, no, don't put yourself down, mate. You're awesome on this business. And I still don't see it. I'm like, well, you might think I'm awesome, but I just think I'm just a normal chap doing stuff I like doing.
Well, this is it. Can I just, hiya, Salty, how are you?
I just can't. I never blow my own trumpet. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't
Well, this is it. I mean, I always say, Tony,
yeah. I salty.
I don't make out that I'm something I'm not.
Well, you're not.
I don't.
That's what I like.
Put any airs and graces on. You take me.
I don't think I would have people, especially on the panel. I mean, I've had this in the past and past channels. I've been on with people past channels, and I mean, I've even recently supported a gamer who's obviously he's on just it, but he's not gone to his head 19k. And I got on this. Might have got a few from this. I went into his chat about a month back. And I said to him, I watched a few of his videos, and I thought, oh, he's going live, so I'll go and talk to him. I thought, if he's going to talk to him, he's talking to me. So every time I'm in now, he talks to me. I couldn't believe it at first. It was like shell shock. I went, you talking to me? He went, well, yeah, what's the problem? I said, all the other ones, like another chap, I think it's called Matt Armstrong, he's like a truck thing, what I'm going to get into. He's got all the homely kit. He never talks to people in the chat. You know what I mean? They're there. They're saying hello to him. He might say hello to 1 or 2, 3 people, like his favourites. But obviously, he just ignores. In the chat, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you something now, Tony. When I first started my Joran, how are you?
Nice to see you, Jordan.
Getting over an hangover, and he's
come on my panel event.
Not including the secret new stream. I am planning on doing a computer game history stream.
Good afternoon to you, my friend. Awesome legend. I'm going to do another chart. I might input Jeanette in it.
I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, Chris always, when I first started my YouTube channel, Chris always says, when I started live streaming, whatever you do, you interact with his chat.
Well, I tried my best for that, because I got somebody who, I mean, the chat was going that fast on Saturday afternoon because we did sci-fi. and I only missed one person. But Trevor says you always put yourself out for people in the chat than the people on the panel. I mean, I'm talking to people on the panel as well, but I'm also talking to people in the chat. And he says, because I didn't acknowledge him straight away, it's going like that. He said, I'm going to unsuppport you. So Trevor says, well, look, you know, he's told him, he said, look, he said he does more than he must be on a lot of streams. But anyway, he's still with me. But it's like, if it gets, he says, you'll be getting maximum I've had on these panels, people watching, probably about 17 people, constant in the chat, you know what I mean? Constant, that's my whole one. I think when we did that one, it's about 14. But he said,
it's this way, Tony. If you've got a lot in your live stream, and that's why I don't like a lot of people on the panel, because it takes you away from the chat.
Yeah.
And it does happen that you can miss somebody.
Yeah. I don't do it on purpose.
I always try and acknowledge people when they come in. Yeah, there might be occasions where I miss them. You know what I mean? If everybody's chatting at once, but I do like to.
Well, I think my best. I mean, I've only just recently got. Well, obviously, it must be. I got a special offer, and I used it last week. I got a special offer for a week for 12. You know, well, on the local duck-com, which was what you've done. But then, I haven't looked back to that because they were going to offer me still too much. $16 a month, I think, to have this duck.
You see, people can soon get uppity about if you don't acknowledge that they're there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, this person's get a bit.
You know, that's why. Hence, I like to acknowledge people when they come in, so I don't miss anybody. And Steve's just said, agreed, Jeanette. The main problem for streaming newbies is forgetting the chat, having a note posted near you screen to remind you. Well, and I agree with Steve. It does come naturally, and that's why even if it's only when they come in the chat, I like to acknowledge when people come in.
The awesome horse that is Jeanette Pickling. Yeah, I mean, I do have. I just the support I've said. I've been saying this when they hit one at the K and I do another special video. I think to me, I mean, this is another thing that I don't understand with these big bugs. I keep mentioning the big bugs because to me they do get on my nerves. These big bugs are like only care and they get their player buttons. I mean, fair enough, good luck to them. They start from nothing. They've earned that respect and all this business. But I don't understand. I mean, when you get that big, obviously you can sometimes miss comments. You don't have time to reply to all the comments, but you've missed the community that when you start YouTube. It's like Colin Time Fits. Well, he's not called that now, but I still call him that. I said it's like if I got, say, I don't know how many thousands it is. It won't be that much, but just say a couple of thousand. I'd be still acknowledging the people in the chat. I'd be still acknowledging people in the comments because the only thing what's changed is the support account. You know what I mean? I'm still the same because they've gotten a bit bigger. But these big ones seem to like, well, I know they're there, but they're just a number to us now because it.
But you see, the thing is, Tony, and the thing is, what I always say is, at some point, these big YouTubers started off like me and you.
I know they did.
And it's remembering your roots. So I recycle, dude.
Yeah, but just having it said, say if I'm still on YouTube in 15 years' time, right, and I've just hit over, I mean, I'm not going to get there, like, but just say I just hit over 20k, right, in 15, 20 years' time, and you're still a supporter, right, you're still supporting me as a YouTuber, I'm still giving you the support you deserve, right, so, like, I'm like, well, on my channel now, because I've got some change that, Jeanette Pickling's one of my favourites, you know, so is Jeanette Pickling and all this business. But there's going to be a lot of people who've not known me from the start saying, well, you just talk to Jeanette and you talk to somebody and you talk to somebody. You only talk to your favourites all the time. And I go, no, I'm seeing everybody. Everybody comes in and goes, oh, you know, how are you doing?
It's in a thing, saying what I said about you this morning. You're always a regular in my streams. You're always, you're always there. And hence the reason why I gave you a blue wrench.
I appreciate that, Jeanette.
And it's putting my trust in you. It's thanking you for being a regular, and it's just my way. I can't, I can't always afford super chat or anything. Let's say you get your super chat and whatever. You can't always afford to do it. It's just my way of showing appreciation for people that, you know,
I think,
people that come in on a regular basis.
When we can sort something out, I think eventually we'll do like I'll come down to Jeanette's when they can make it, and she knows I'm coming. We could do like a collab on a food thing or something like that. You made the cake, and I'm doing and then Chris was saying, "Well, you're only getting a small piece, Tony, because I've had some of it before you got here." I could just see it now, Chris going, "Well, there was a big cake, Tony, but you took too long to come, so you've only got a little piece left." I'll cycle dude. It's always nice to see you. I've known him since last year. Awesome. You see so many awesome people out there. It's just what I was saying when they did these chats. But I'm going to do. I've decided to do another one sometime next month. Jordan's going to be mentioned. I don't know. I mean, last time a lot of people who were watching this video, because I posted the links up in Honest Business, I got a lot of jealousy from people obviously who just supported me and saying, "Well, why is that person mentioned? Why have you not mentioned this?" Because they support other channels, right? And I was saying, well, I can't pick everybody because it would be going on for longer than half an hour. Right? I think the whole video was about 50 minutes. So I can't mention everybody. So I picked the ones which to me, did something for me to come back on YouTube, basically. You know what I mean? Or they've done something, they've been past me since they've been on YouTube. But they were getting a bit jealous. Why have you not mentioned something? And I thought, well, I've got that person on my support list. But it's not, I've only known them a few weeks, whatever it is, and I'm going, well, this is my viewpoint.
You see that's one thing that irks me is people coming in, they're not a regular, and then they say, can I have a blue wrench? And that's one thing that irks me.
All I get is when I got to over 1,000, as soon as I hit over that, I think when I got to 1,100 before I actually went, people coming in who've only been with me probably a week, 2 weeks. Can I have I got that. Can I have a blue wrench? And if you weren't that was on live streams, never shouts out.
No.
And then you're checking the content out. And
it's like I always sit here and say, once you get a blue wrench, you know that you've earned that blue wrench.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? You're a regular that comes into the chart. You're
I've given you a blue wrench, by the way, Jeanette. I forgot to tell you. If you do come in tonight, Chris has got a blue wrench. There was a lot of mods on Saturday. Chris has got a blue wrench. Pixie's got a blue wrench. You've got a blue wrench. I bet a few people, obviously some people I've known from before the blue wrenches. Because I remember when Ralph came in on Monday night, he does a lot of casting things. And he says to me, because he come on the panel, and he says, I forgot to ask you, Tony, I'm glad to have come on the panel like. But before we start, why have you made me a blue wrench? And I said, because I've known him a while. So thanks for that. He says, I don't understand why I've got the blue wrench. I saw that explain to him why I got the blue wrench. But Ian Matthews, when he came on, I think 2 streams before, said, there were 2 moderators basically. We did have a troll. I've had a few trolls. And he says, you don't seem to have many moderators.
I've been the same, Tony, and I was just about to say, the fact that when you're live streaming, same as we're going back to what we said before, you can't always keep your eye on the chat. Exactly. So you rely on the blue wrenches to look after the chat.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of having a blue wrench.
People on the live stream, because I will be getting a lot more trolls as I get a bit bigger. Always happens. I mean, they don't seem to know me at the moment. I mean, I must be there somewhere, but they must be watching my channel going, but he's not far. As soon as he hits that thing, we'll start coming in. But honestly, last time, I'm making Trevor laugh because I always talk to him after the streams because he's already asked something. He's going, yeah, I do. I said, do you remember? He said, yeah, of course I remember him. I said, he's come back from the dead. He said, you what? I said, I even have last time. So, Avda Fitler, Joseph Starling, Mr. Poophead, and there must be
Carlos Martinez. Carlos Martinez is another one and all. He came in. When did he go live?
Last time?
Wednesday. And this Carlos Martinez, he come in under one, guys. Chris says, carry on, just ignore him. Let the blue wrenches do what they do.
Yeah.
And this is why I like to have the blue wrenches there, because I can carry on chatting, showing them that it don't bother me, and know that the blue wrenches will take care of it.
That's what I'm going to have to do this time, because it did but I had my health going down the pan as well, Jeanette. So I had a lot on my mind last time. And I didn't need the stress. You know what I mean?
And Chris says to me, didn't you notice when I says to you, just carry on, ignore them, let the blue wrenches do the job?
Yeah.
You know, hi, Angel, how are you? you know what I mean? And it's taken
out to show.
You know, let the rent do the job. It says just carry on, and that's what I did. You just have to take notice of them. Just ignore them.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do that this time because I've had 4 up to now, but it's just like I'm already starting to get the little dislikes on the videos. But I thought they're just jealous. Nothing is that.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I'll tell you something, Tony. I mean, I'm very sensitive, like emotions wise, but you have to grow a thick skin when you're on YouTube. And if I've learned anything, is don't let anybody, you know, grind you down. Just, you know, shrug it off, ignore them, and they'll go away.
It's just jealousy. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same as I say, when I first started out, and then, you know, as my channel grew,
blew up,
and the trolls started, and Chris says, don't let them show, don't show that it bothers you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing to do, is just don't let them bother you. You know, just ignore them. Let your blue wrenches do the job that, you know, the reason why you make them blue wrenches is to take care of your channel or your chat. You know, if you know, if you know, I mean, like when this troll come in on Wednesday, I sort of got shut off him first couple of times, and Chris says, just you carry on doing what you're doing. You know, let the blue wrenches take care of them. Because, you know, when people are watching your chat and you get to know who the trolls are, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But it was nice. It was nice. People can get supplies something. But saying, "Oh, where's your not come back?" Because I used the free trial. I used it on the one on Monday night. I used it again on later on in the week, and I used it again on Saturday. So I've had my money's worth out the free trial.
Yeah, I'm going to say me and Chris have both noticed that that powered by StreamYards didn't come up. So
it's been sponsored by StreamYard tonight. Tony's chat being sponsored by StreamYard. Yeah.
But Chris noticed when I was streaming on Wednesday, he says, "Oh, you ain't got that thing in corner. It says sponsored by StreamYard." And then when we got Callum's results on Thursday, he went on a live stream and he says, "I've had an email saying, oh, you've got a 3 weeks trial."
That's what I got. Mine's gone now.
So
I think I'm going to probably give me the one when they realised that the price they offered was a bit too expensive for me.
I think that's the thought or incentive behind it is if they give you a week's free trial, they're hoping that you're going to buy it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, I said to Trevor, I said I've been out. I mean, look how many streams I've done. I've done more streams this time around than I did when I first started the other channel. No, I keep going back. I just have to compare it with the other channel because you know what I mean. But I'm doing more. I think a lot of people as well, they go into different channels and they do support them to check out. They go, "Oh yeah, he's done some awesome stuff. Oh, do streams. I'll see if I can catch your next live stream." We're just thinking. Well, I have mentioned a few gaming things. I think oh, he's just a streamer stroke. Golden Electro movie chap, you know what I mean? And they'll get a shock. They go, "I didn't know he was a gamer," but yet on my description of my channel it says I'm also a gamer. And it also says I fly drones and all this. So they'll be going, "When did you start that?" Well, it's always been there, just because I'm not. You know what I mean? It's in the description because Trevor says if they can't be bothered leading what you see in your banner says it. He says if they can't be thinking, then they're not true supporters.
Well, this is it.
You're too nice, Tom. That's your problem. You're too nice. What's been nice? You're too nice. You know what I mean? But it's like I went on. I every time I talk about my stream, people. I think people don't support me. Every time I keep talking about Peter Pan, they're like, "Oh dear, but Peter Pan, I hate it." But I mean, publicity stunt. I'm going to go when I get 67 million. I never went. It was a publicity stunt. He's now fast now, 100 million. Now all them people. I've been on his channel a few times now. All them people don't watch his content.
No,
you might get only 1,000 watching him at most.
I've never supported him.
But I don't think he's funny.
No, It's getting to be it's the same old, if you know what I mean.
Well, don't expect me to start. I mean, if I don't think you talk to me and yes, done you are like that's not for nothing. But when you hear these youngsters, because they're so impetuous at a young age, I support Peter Parker, why don't you support him? Another one I can't stand he's not on that amount, but he's not 500,000. I've never met him. He's been to play Blackpool a few times. He's been to play matches on the panels. He come in once on my channels last year when I had that silver electric collector. And that's just some of the people who obviously supporting the silver lot, we just ignored it. Then you realise it was somebody, it weren't the right person he was in, the right stream. And then he went back, it's a bit ignorant basically. But I know on the tip, people like that do support him. But I don't like his attitude. He's a British YouTuber. I don't like his attitude.
It goes back to what I was saying before, Tony.
Yeah.
They all started somewhere. They were all on 50 supporters or subscribers once upon a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's remembering where you come from and where your roots.
I don't think. I mean, if I got for argument's sake, I don't think it's ever going to happen, guys. But just for argument's sake, if I ever got to 10,000 in many years' time, I don't think I'll ever forget the people who got me there in the first place.
No.
I wouldn't say. I'll probably do another competition. I'll probably do a competition at 1,000, a competition at 5,000, a competition at 10,000. And we go, oh, Tony, you've now hit 50,000 got your race. Like Kevin Woods got to that now.
It's like I say, you're showing appreciation back to those that have stood by you, that have been regular, that have come to your live streams.
Well, that's what I'm doing. And last time, you could enter it, depending on what part I'm going to name it. Last time, because I thought a lot of people don't, not all of them, I did like a video saying what you were going to win, what the prizes were basically. And I did a thing, I think it was like a couple of questions they had to answer. And all the winners who got the question went in the draw. And then this little gadget on my phone picked up the winners. I had 3 people at the time. I think it was like 15 people went and 3 got picked. So I paid for the postage, you know what I mean? But somebody else I know said, oh, I wish you'd have known you were going to give away that, whether it were. I would enter. They said, well, you had 3 weeks to enter the competition. They give you a closing date, like competition's that, you know what I mean? And I said to him, you're going to do? I said, yeah, when I hit a bit over that, I said, yeah, I'm going to have a competition before Christmas. I said, I've got to sell the prizes out yet, but I don't have no competition. Might be gaming stroke movie themed. I haven't decided yet, but something anyway. But it's like you said, it's giving something back to his supporters because without them, I wouldn't have got to that number. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you can't win stuff if you've not entered it. I'm not pressuring anybody to enter.
Going back to the watch time hours, the only reason why I got my watch time hours is because at one point, obviously, I used to do the coffee morning and I used to do it 5 days a week.
Yeah, you used to do a lot of coffee mornings.
But it got to the point where it got too much.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Jeanette, your health comes first. And your life comes first, doesn't it?
Oh, that's it. And
the thing is, I mean, there's going to be people out there in the future who will come to us and say, oh, yeah, I like his stuff, sport. And then they'll be saying, and this is the thing I used to be getting. I used to be doing, I mean, I'm doing one tonight. I'll probably do a video on Wednesday. I'll probably do a video on Friday. And I'll probably do it over the weekend. I'll start again on Monday. So it's like 3 days. But when I was doing that on my last show, this one comes, I don't know why it's just argument's sake, that may concern. But when's your next video? I said, well, the last video was like yesterday. It's Saturday, this was. Well, we're not doing another one today. I went, no, I'm on the list. I'm watching everybody else's. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching everybody else's stuff. Oh, you're getting paid. You should be. I said, I beg your pardon. I said, I'm not being paid at all. Just because I hit over 1,000, you're being paid. I was like, no, I'm not being paid. So they think as soon as you hit 1,000, you're going to get monetized yourself, basically. And then another one came across.
Same as I say, I mean, it's like this. It's your choice. It's your, you know, whether you monetize, whether you don't monetize.
I might change my mind when I get the thing, but I'm just keeping an open mind at the moment.
Hiya, Mike J. How are you?
So it's nice to see you, Mike Jake, contractors. I think you're new to me, so it's nice to meet you. Yeah, it's like we're doing the shout outs. Remember, I used to do shout outs every month from my last channel, and I used to get, when's your next shout out video? Or I'm saying, well, 2 weeks' time because it's not month yet. Why are you not doing them? I said, because it's every month. I don't do it every week. Because I know some people do it every week. I do it every month. Well, you get paid for it. I thought, why you keep mentioning getting paid? I looked into it and I thought, so they think because I've hit 1,000, I'm getting paid for everything now. I can't say to him, I don't even have the watch hours yet.
That's not the case. I mean,
I used to say to him, if I were getting, this is what he come back with, he unsupported me, and he said, sent me a message, he said, hi, such a buddy, just to let you know, I'm going to support you on this business. Because if I was getting paid, fair enough, I'll do it. But if you're not getting paid like you are, why are you doing it? Well, I'm thinking, you've lost the bloody point. You know what I mean?
It's how can I put it? You don't always do it for the money, same as I say.
Money, guys. What's the point?
I started my channel because my mum passed away.
Right.
I felt myself going into a deep depression, and it was some way of taking my mind off it. I never thought I'd get to 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get monetized. You don't do it for, you don't do it for,
I had confidence there, Jeanette.
you know what I mean? I've been on just over 2 years and I've had one payment.
Yeah.
And that were only 60 quid. I've got like, I think it's £34 something in my AdSense now. So it's still a ways off before I'll get paid again. But 60 quid, you know, it's not hardly going to break bank. You know what I mean? It's
But it puts you back. What Trevor keeps saying to me is, well, if you're monetizing and you got everything out, whatever you get could go back into your channel, mate. So if you wanted something for gaming, you could go for that. One for something else, you could go for that. So it's investing. Like you've invested in the band, you've invested in, you know, like intros and outros. I've already done that before I started. So that's, I said, yeah, that's what you've done because it's investment in your channel. So I might be doing that next when they started in the PC stuff. So, well, again, that's investment. So you get an investment when you get your thing updated because your PC will be doing, not all the time, but ever so often, PC games. Again, that's investment in your channel. He says it's investment. He says you're not forcing these people to, so he couldn't get, he's like, this is what I'm trying to tell you, mate. You're not, if they want to pay, they'll pay. You're not forcing anybody behind the back. So I'm saying, he says you're too nice.
But it's like me, Tony. I'm always, like I bought this single hob. That's to help with my baking vlogs. You're always buying like pans and I bought like a cake turntable. It goes some way to help your channel in what you do.
Exactly.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
The only people that are going to make any money out of it is the one that's got millions of subscribers.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think
you know, such as like small channels, which you know, like including myself, are relatively small channels. You can't make a living out on it.
No.
And, you know, this is what a lot of people are under the misconception. You know, that you're making thousands of pounds and whatever out on it.
I think if I get to the point where I've actually got that monetization and I keep getting people asking me, you're getting paid all this business, I won't do that. I'll just do a short video, like I've done in the intro, explaining how it works, because at least people haven't been monetized. All right? And I say, it's not just me. He said, buddy, I know he's monetized. You're going to have a culture shock when you find out how much you get. And it's nice to have a bit here, a bit there and everywhere. But you don't get the big bucks unless you've got millions and millions of people supporting you. Like somebody's got. You know what I mean? If I put something in, I did 3 videos and I just blew up and I just totally jumped up there somewhere. Well, fair enough, I've jumped up there, you know what I mean? Because it can happen. But I'd be saying, you would have got there, I'd be saying, look, I'm still the same Tony as you knew when I was on Farm.
Exactly. And that's what I've always said, Tony. I'm still the same person.
Not got golden ears and you know, golden this. And golden
it's all right. Mike's just said, "May I come?" I'm going to be shutting it down soon, Mike, because I've been on over 2 hours.
You can come on mine tonight, Mike, if you want, because I'm going to do one tonight. About 6:30 or probably 7 o'clock.
I've been on over 2 hours actually.
Yes, Jeanette is awesome. So if you want to, if you can make it, Jeanette, it'd be awesome to see you. Yeah,
I will do, Tony. 7 o'clock, did you say?
Yeah, it's probably going to be more like 7 o'clock, because if I do 2 hours tonight, 9:30, it's 2.5 hours. That's about like. I sometimes, because I've got so many awesome people. The last stream I did on the Monday last week, I started at 6, and before you knew it, there's 5 guests on all that time. I didn't finish till about 11. I've been on since
well, I mean, it's unusual. I go on this long. I
mean, not been for this, not been for that. And no way. And then the one who from way back is going, can't believe you're still going. The longest stream I've ever done yet. I got a lot of likes as well. Longest stream I've ever done for just over 4 hours. because people kept coming out. Tony, I can't believe you still. Oh, you got some new guests. Oh, I'll stay for a bit. I've got a drink, yeah. Every time I've got a drink, I'm like sitting
You
there.
see, this is what I do, Tony. Same as I've just said to Mike. Yeah, it could have come up, but it means I've got to stop longer. It's 3:25 in the afternoon, and you have to go at some point, and I've got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? You can't sort of everybody that comes in say, well, I'll stop for 5 minutes. You've sort of got to cut it off at some point. The same as I say, as you know, I normally only go for about an hour and a half.
Because I'm me. So I says, well, I want you on my panel because, well, so everybody else with that, some of the panels I've done, they've been so serious. You know what I mean? And I've yet to have a very awesome YouTuber like Jeanette on my panels. I mean, I've had a lot of guys on, but I've not had the women on yet. But I'm going to solve that problem. Every time I ask these awesome people, I know I'm going, Tony, my makeup's not, I look awful.
Yeah, I mean, you use the word awesome, Tony. I'm not awesome. I'm just me being me.
Legend, Jeanette. No, she's a legend, guys. I know she keeps saying she isn't. She is. She's a legend. Well, I got off nerd enough. I'm not bloody old. I said, it's nothing to do with being old. So every time I see people and say you're a legend, they're like, Tony, I'm not bloody old. I'm like, it's not like my master when I met him. It's like, it's called me a legend, guys. He went in. I went in.
Yeah, it's like when I tell people, oh, I'm 57 next month.
Rubbish.
You know, people don't believe me.
You're 50. I'm not 70 years off the age.
Yeah.
We'll go to Jeanette's now. I've got a slap face. I get like a
another 3 years and I'm officially a pensioner.
Rubbish.
Oh dear.
I'm down your house. You only stand because she's going to give you a cake in it. I go, no, honestly. But she's
Well,
not
funny thing is, I mean, when we went shopping last, we were at checkout and I forgot what goes on to the subject, but she was saying something about she said something about Chris's age, and then I went, oh, he's had a hard life, and she said something about his bus pass.
Yeah.
And I went, well, believe it or believe it not, I says, he's 9 years younger than me. And she went, you're kidding? And I went, Duck, I says, I'm 57 in September. And she went, I don't believe you. She wouldn't believe me that I was nearly 57. She would have put Chris older than me.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got easy days in. You know what I mean? And she didn't believe the fact that I was 57 next month.
Well, you don't look at that. I think 50 at the most. So
you know,
I'm older. I mean, his days, fair enough, is awesome. Like, I still think he's a legend. But I'm older than a lot of the awesome YouTubers on YouTube. I'm older than his day because he's only a young. Well, he's in his 40s, but he's younger than me. So I met some things that play Blackpool. All of them there, I was older than all of them, except one of them. I was even older than Tuta. And I thought Tuta was the same age as me, so I could start laughing. Shut up the hell. And he's like, and then we got on to, I thought, when did we get onto the subject list? Well, why have you never married? I got off leaving. Why have you not?
I can't even remember what got us on the subject when we were going through Cash Art in Asda.
Okay, his days, mate. Yeah, well, his days, young. I mean, I thought when I first saw him, which is a while back, I thought he was only, 36, 37 at most. Can't believe he's 43 in 3 weeks. He does a lot.
Well, we've just got on about this, Hazy. On 22nd of September, I'll be 57.
No, you're 50 now. You're 57.
And in 3 years' time, I'll be officially classed as a pensioner.
Rubbish. See, but this is what you're going to miss, guys. If Jet does come on with my panels, you're going to miss all this. No. But yeah, I always thought his days were like in his late, maybe late 30s. I never thought he was that age. When he told me, I went, come off it. It's going on this way. I went, no, it's because he looks like he's Fountain of Youth. He looks like he's been in the Fountain of Youth because he's so young, even though he says he's that age. I don't believe him for 1 second he's that age.
Easy Day says free bus pass.
Yeah.
Well, I've already got a free bus pass anyway.
I'm doing my bus pass this year.
Oh dear. Yeah, right. I've already got her.
I don't know where the years have gone, guys, because I remember when I always thought everybody thinks the same thing. I always thought when I was 21, I thought my age now, 40s, was old because at 21 you think then next minute years have gone, and you're 40. Jesus Christ, where's the last 20 years gone?
It's like Callum says.
Me, Jordan, because I'm 48 now. I'm 40. Yeah, 2 years time, I'm 50. Bloody hell, 50.
It's all right.
I'm the Revelation 50 stream on me. Welcome to Go Electro 50 stream. We're going, well, have you spent 50 years on YouTube? We go, no, read the subscription. 50 years young. Oh, damn, I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know where years have gone. I'm more. It's like my taste, you know, like taste for music, taste for food. But all that's changed over the years. You know what I mean? It hasn't.
Here's my free bus pass.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, horrible.
Yeah, you always look like you've escaped from somewhere, don't you? Especially in the passports. Don't you?
But that is one I don't use.
Yeah, I know. My passport looks like I'm escaped from a bloody prison. That looks like.
They sent me that one, and it were a wrong one because I get pips and everything. I am allowed to get a carer on free.
Right.
So that one is just for me. Like, let's say, for instance, I was to go up to doctors on my own, I could use that. But like, let's say me and Chris took a tram somewhere, I'd get on the tram and he'd get on free as well because he's there in a carer's capacity.
Yeah.
So
when you lose her, like I've lost, obviously the dad lost his dad. It all goes back years, you know what I mean? It had me up to 27, right? But if I got lost some weight off my face and got my hair back, maybe I'll look a lot younger. I thought I was.
Look at Chris. I mean, he's 48 in November, and I'm surprised he's still, you know, because his dad was bald and his granddad was bald.
You know, my dad says, I didn't give you that. I said, yeah, you did, because he's bald. And his dad was. I said, that's true. It's all genetic.
Yeah.
You know I mean?
Yeah.
But,
it's what they call hereditary because some say his dad's bald and his granddad was bald.
My dad was me when he lost his hip, but I lost mine not far after. Well, I wish it had been until 30 type of thing. It was 27. But if you saw my picture when I was a kid, when I was at school, it was dead thick black hair. Right? It was that thick. It was like very hard to cut bare, so that's how thick it was. But and also I shot up after I left high school. I was one of the most tiniest fifth years in my high school. There's somebody a bit smaller than me, but I used to, you know, your prefects and stuff. I used to be bloody stopped ever so often because they caught on. You're not fifth year, because you know that tiny. You're not fifth year. I said, "Been here bloody 5 years, got me bloody fifth year." So I used to have to keep like prefect and all this business to get in. But the thing when you're small, you know, and obviously as soon as I left, I shot up. Obviously, I shot back down again. Now I've got a spine problem. Let's see, well, see. Oh, hello, CTV user. Chris waxes his nipples. I tell you something. I've had this before. They were all laughing. About years ago. So I don't know how to get onto the subject of waxing, and they said, and I was talking. I thought half these people talk about. They're not even had it done. I've had it done, and it's not as painful. The only thing what was painful for me, because of my back problem, was my back. You know, not the front, the back. You know what I mean?
You know what, Chris? I mean, he's asleep now, but you know what?
It's like
he don't wax anything. But, so right, I've got a picture somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where it is. Where I were, I think I was 13 and my sister was 12.
Yeah. I think it's because it's like having because. Again, when I went to Blackpool, they couldn't believe I showed them my tattoo. I can't show them all because they're all hidden. And he said, I wouldn't have thought someone like yourself, because I'm not advertising it. I was tattoos like dead shot. No, like, you are shot. I went, no, I'm not showing you. Going, I've got this, I think he's got about 4, I think he's got. Used to call corners, it's now called You Being Gamed. I think he's got 3 or 4, I think he said. And I said, well, I've got more than that, I've got about 9. There's 4 of them I need to get the ink to enter. When I get down to it, I couldn't get them ink because they've gone. I'll either get the same things again or I'll just get some different ones, you know, to cover up tattoos. But I was 34 before I got that started getting them done. You know what I mean? But it's not as painful as to make out it is. You know what I mean?
Well, this is I've got 4. I've got that one there.
Yeah, I know you've got one. Mark
I've got a cube on my shoulder at back. I've got obviously that one on my hand, and then I've got like a little flower on my ankle.
Yeah.
But
I think I probably will forget because it's long ago since I've been thinking when they get them, you know, forget them. So like I get two of different tattoos, you know, like all the top ones I've already got, and other two's lead done. I might think, oh, I forgot. But the thing like you get my nerves is when it's healing, the way it heals and it starts, it's like my eczema, it starts bloody itching like mad because it's healing.
Well, this is a good one, Tony. Chris is needle phobic. He don't like needles, but he's had 3 tattoos.
Didn't know that.
He's got my name in a love heart on his right arm. He's got Callum's name on his left arm, and then he's got like 5 shooting stars on his. When I had that one done, he had the shooting stars.
Right. I wouldn't think Chris would have been the person. It's like me. I don't think he's the type. I mean, I've seen that one what you have there. It's like the one I've got. I'm sure it's this one. I always feel to get mixed up which one it is because on that side it's this side. You know what I mean? But I have like half a barbed wire. I think it's on this one where it looks like it's not complete. But I asked for that. I could have a complete one, but it's more money into it.
Well, that's something I've always wanted, like what they call a bracelet.
Have it. I
know but they reckon that's where it's painful.
But I wouldn't. I mean, every time I'm starting when I start getting them inked, you know, I get them done, even if I get them covered up. Every time I go anywhere, like my last 2 I got done, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you've got a few tattoos," because sometimes they can see them. Well, see some of them. They go, "Would you want? I don't want a bloody sleeve. It's the only thing I won't have done because it's not. It's the cost of it, and I look stupid with a bloody sleeve anyway. I'm not a hardcore person to have a bloody sleeve."
But you see, I've got 2 piercings as well. I've got my belly button.
I've piercings. I've seen women in these tattoos piercings where you shouldn't have them. They shouldn't have closed the door before. I was like,
there is one I can show you, and that's my tongue.
Yeah, I've noticed you have got a piercing there. Does that hurt?
And I've had that done. Callum were a baby, so that's how long I've had that done.
Yeah, I don't know. One of my friends I got the doing because he was a bit sex obsessed. He says, "I wonder what it would feel like if you had a woman." I was like, "I don't want to know, mate." Who's got about piercings? I was like, "I don't want to know. How would it feel if you've got a woman, that nice dead fit woman he's going about? He keeps saying dead fit, but he thinks so. When I'm thinking it's actually women, he calls them fit, basically. A bit like IOG when they come into the country, they say fit, ugly.
Same as I say, it's a case of
what you call
I've had it done. I've had it done years. I mean, Callum's nearly 17 now, and he were a baby when I had it done. And like when I've had to go in hospital, and obviously you have to take them out, you feel naked without it.
Yeah.
You know, you get that used to it being there that you don't notice it's there. And I won't say it's painful. All I did when I had it done is I got a stash of ice pops, ice lollies in, and you just so it don't, you know, I've heard like horror stories where the tongue's all swollen up and they've had to take it out.
Yeah.
But the minute I had mine done, I just either ate ice cream or I had ice lollies or whatever.
Like women have, I mean, I can't do it because my belly button, if it's a bit thinner, then I don't know if I've done. But most women, most of the younger ones, have one done down. They have like a thing down here, don't they? Piercing the belly button. I've seen them with the shorts, you know, short tops here. They've got a piercing here. I've seen them in town walking about. These youngsters, I've told that youngster in about 20s, got a piercing here, and obviously got ears piercings. And then you see the ones with like nose piercings. But fair enough.
I won't have that. I won't have
that. They've got a tongue piercing. What my film's all about, I thought you're getting sex on the millennials. What happens when you get your thing with a woman with a piercing in the tongue? I was like, I don't want to know. She's not got because of that. She's got because she wanted it there.
Yeah.
So I mean, sex.
It's like I've got a friend where my mum used to live. She's got her own tattooing thing, and they call what they call now derma something or other. And she'd put a picture up, and it's just like a stud in their arm.
Yeah.
Now, I do know that somebody's had one done like here on this chest. Yeah. And it's just like a stud.
Flash about before you do call it a thing. Because you're saying, it's 4 o'clock now, and I'm going to go. When, you know, some women, They're bloody studs in the bloody boobs.
You know what I mean? It's like one. I'd never have my eyebrow done. That's one thing I'd never have done. I'd never have my eyebrow done.
Yeah,
I'd never have my lip done.
Yeah.
Or you know, I'd never have that done. I'd just like you. Yeah, tongue piercings.
I don't mind if it's done tasteful, guys. I'm nothing against women who do these things, but when you see a woman looks very intimidating, and she looks like she's got that many. I mean, I'm talking about overboard tattoos. It's scary. That's why she's on none, because it scares you off. But you're like, oh, don't mess with her. So, thing a few weeks ago, and she's covered head to toe in bloody tattoos, and she only looks about 24. Even the legs, and some in the paper at weekend, some bargain hunter presenter, his daughter's got bloody tattoos and all sorts. She's only 22. But you can go overboard though, can't you? You can go overboard with tattoos.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's tasteful and then there's not tasteful.
Yeah, but my mind, except the ones what you can see when they're stripped off best, like, but mine, they're not, unless that one, yeah, fair enough. But mine, they're hidden away. I don't like showing things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I just like what they keep saying, when I went talking last time, 5 minutes ago, going, yeah, how long? Oh, you can have, we can start and then we'll get it finished off. I know somebody in Manchester can finish it off here. And I thought, it'll cost me a couple of £100. I thought that could go towards a bloody computer. It's all about this. I said, well, yeah, it looks nice and so. I said, but I'm not built like a bloody bodybuilder, and it won't look like. Then if I got one like it, I don't feel comfortable wearing a sleeve like that. I said, other people can carry off. I said, I'm not that type of person. I'll get it again when I go and get these bloody things inked. And you'll be all right with a dragon. I don't want to keep thinking I should have a dragon on my bloody arm. Dragon in a sword or something, they said last time. Or a snake. A bit like Snake Plissken. I went, no thanks.
That's it.
You know, where Snake Plissken bloody snake is, I don't want it there. Leather pants. What the hell's that? Well, do you not watch? You know, and it's come back now. But did you not watch that? I know it's a bit later on Naked Attraction when it first started. I taped it because I thought, what's all this hype about it? They're all hyping about it. And this chap, and he looked like he had one normal leg and one artificial leg, right? And I thought it looked, dreadlocks, right? But he had a tattoo. I thought, what the hell have you done to yourself? He had a tattoo down there, but it was like a dragon, but it was like down this part here. Yeah. And I thought, come off it. He got picked. I was like, what? So you go on to know how that, you know what I mean? Because I thought, oh, come off it. You can't have a thing there. Is it like it weren't.
You always say you'd be surprised, Tony, at some what I've got nowadays.
Why is it done down there?
Well, nobody except his wife or girlfriend's going to see it, are they?
Obviously on national TV, someone
well, obviously, but I mean, under normal circumstances, that's what I'm saying.
Some women do have nice tattoos, don't get me wrong, but when you do, I mean, you can go out of control with them, can't you? It's like
yeah.
Out of control. They just scare me when you see him. Sometimes you go, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" But you just remember. They don't remember the person. You just remember what you have to think. You're like, "Oh my God, it's like a buddy now." I mean, but they've always got reasons why they have all these piercings and. Again, I've been offered a few times piercings. I went because I go to tattoo place sometimes. I have piercings as well. I said, "No, I'm not hardcore to have piercings." She said, "Well, you haven't tattoos done. You got a few." I said, "Yeah, tattoos don't hurt in one way because I must have a good pen fashion." So you won't see me and the bloody piercing done.
Right, and what I'm going to do, Tony, is I've been on above 2.5. It's all right. I've got a midge on thing. If you see shaking on, I got a midge on thing. It was driving me nuts seeing it crawling about. I'm going to close it down because, same as I say, I've been on 2.5 hours. I've got stuff to do, and well, I ain't got places to be, but. You get the gist, and I might not be there dead on 7 o'clock, but I'll be there at some point. So thank you everybody for watching, and I can't guarantee it, but hopefully I'll be here on Wednesday. So thank you for coming, everybody, and I'll see everybody Wednesday, hopefully. Bye.